Hello, my name is John Watson. I'm the preacher at the Westside Church of Christ in Indianapolis, Indiana. I want to take just a moment as we begin this short video to thank you for taking the time to watch and to consider what I'm getting ready to say and the offer that this congregation is going to make. We as a congregation have decided to do what we can to get this message out to all of our brethren about this first century truth, the same truth that our first century brethren believed. So we're encouraging every member in the Church of Christ to encourage their elders and their preachers to accept this invitation. Before we get into the particulars of the invitation, I'd like to take just a moment to explain our recent change in thinking and understanding of the Scriptures. It basically amounts to this. We can do this by asking a simple question. How did we arrive at this understanding? Well, I can tell you how I came to this understanding, and I know that my story is very similar to the majority of the congregation here. I have seen things that were just plain as could be in the Scriptures for many years, starting back when I was just a teenager. And preachers and elders and commentaries all said, no, these plain passages, such as Jesus saying that he would return in the lifetime of the people he was talking to, certainly could not mean that. And they would go all the way around the world to explain this passage. Well, we have come to understand and just simply accept what Jesus said as being the simple truth. And it's not just me, it's this entire congregation. Henceforth, this invitation. We're making an invitation to elders and preachers in the local area here in Indianapolis and surrounding areas in central Indiana. The invitation is this. We want to invite you to come to our congregation and speak for 30 minutes on Sunday afternoon. Now, don't tell me that, oh, Sunday afternoon is just too hard because everybody has singings and all sorts of special events on Sunday afternoon. We do the same thing, and if it's important to you, you'll fit it in. We're inviting you to come on Sunday afternoon. We can set up the time somewhere between our afternoon service, before afternoon service or something like that, 2 o'clock, whatever will work. But on a Sunday afternoon, we want you to come in and we're going to invite you to speak for 30 minutes. 30 minutes, you get to help us see if we're wrong, because if we're wrong, we want to know that. There's no malice here. There is nothing here that we are doing or any thoughts that we have in our heart that want to be about bragging or being holier than thou or smarter than anybody else or knowing the truth when nobody else does. This is about discovering the truth. This is about what we have preached in our pulpits for the last 200 years. How many times have you heard preachers say, if I'm wrong, please, you'd be my friend to show me my error. And this is what I'm asking. If I'm wrong, if we're wrong, you as our brethren would be our friends to show us where we're wrong. And we're asking you to do that. We're giving you a forum to do that. You get 30 minutes to make your case. And then I'll speak for 30 minutes afterwards. Now, the stipulation on this would be that this is on a Sunday afternoon, as we mentioned. We can, of course, work out times, 2 o'clock, or maybe our Sunday afternoon service at 5 or something like that. But we would ask that you reciprocate. The following week would be at your congregation, the same time, the same setup, where I would speak for the first 30 minutes, then you would get the chance to rebut and to answer some of the questions and things that I bring up. It's only fair. This is called studying. This is called being diligent. This is called studying to show ourselves approved, and doing this in a gentlemanly and a Christian way. So our invitation will stand. We're asking members of the body of Christ to accept this invitation. And the reason we're kind of limiting it to this local central Indiana area is for this one main reason. Well, we can travel there in an afternoon, and you can travel here in an afternoon, and congregations within an hour or so reach of us. We're asking you to do this. Some of those congregations, I would encourage these congregations to pay particular attention to this. And certainly I can't mention every congregation that we would invite, but some of them would be, and this is a little bit of a list. We're asking Decatur Township, Mooresville, Southport, Greenwood, Bargersville, Brownsburg, Plainfield South, High School Road, Danville, Castleton, Traders Point, East Side, Rockville Road, Chapel Glen, the churches in Martinsville, Shelbyville Road, Southeastern, Greencastle, Columbus, Creekside, Knightsville. And I know that I've left many congregations out that would certainly be welcome to come and do this. So that list is including but not limited to all those congregations. You are welcome to contact me and get in touch with me. The same thing that I offered in my discussion with Mark Newton still stands. You can contact me through Facebook. You can give me private message through Facebook. You can call me on my personal cell phone number, 317-626-5804. You can send an email to me at wfas@sbcglobal.net. Now, one of the reasons that this has come about is because of that discussion that we had with Mark Newton. It raised a lot of questions, and a lot of people are asking questions, but their preachers and their elders are not allowing them to get the answers that they want. So we're offering this as an opportunity for these members, for our brethren, to get the answers that they are seeking. And let's put these opinions side by side and see whether they're opinions or they're fact. And let's let the Bible speak. Let's be diligent, let's understand this, and let's be brethren in this. We're encouraging, again, our brethren. Talk to your elders, talk to your preachers, encourage them to do this. And we can do this, and we can be gentlemanly, and we can be Christians, and we can come to a knowledge of the truth. The subject would be simply this. The first century second coming of Jesus at the destruction of Jerusalem in 70 AD. It's a simple topic. It should be easy enough for any preacher to give biblical exegesis on the passages that Jesus used and the things that he said. So, are you willing to accept this invitation? It's an open invitation. We want you to come. We want you to be encouraged. We want to come to this knowledge of the truth. And most importantly, we want to know, are we right or are we wrong? Not just us, but you too. Are you right? Did Jesus mean what he say? Or was he just tricking us? Thank you very much for your time.